Tuesday. I was trying to figure out what today was, but I had to do another take because we want to keep it short and sweet today. I've been giving you all like 40-minute videos. We gonna have to taper it down. And so for today, hopefully you are awake and well rested and ready for another beautiful day. Today is the 30th, so we're getting very close to the end of the month and the end of the year. Yes, I am super excited. New Year's has always been like one of my favorite, things to celebrate, or favorite holiday or what have you, and specifically New Year's Eve, right? And I think it's because I used to like to party a lot. Like, I'm for real. Like, my mom used to have to tell me when I was like younger, in my late teens and like 20s, like, all right, slow down, like slow down or what have you, because I was always out, even like on the Thanksgiving, the Christmas and stuff. It's like after we eat and everything. I forgot to tell you all that last time, but I'm like, yeah, even after that, I was out at the parties and stuff. And yeah, late teens into like college pretty much, but mostly in my teens, like I was really into like partying, and which I'm sure many of you all are if you that around that age. But yeah, I think that's why I really enjoyed New Year's Eve. And it had all the fireworks, it was all the different parties and all the dressing up and looking nice and just going out and having a good time. And I was thinking back to myself, right? Because I even got engaged on that day, like on New Year's Eve, like years and years ago. I'm divorced now, but right? Remember now, hold on, I'm divorced. But years ago, when I did get engaged, I think, it was just one of those things where for me, New Year's Eve was like, okay, this is the end of things, and now you're starting something new. You're starting off fresh, and just kind of the stuff that, the holiday was kind of centered around and all of that. But now that I'm older, right? Like, now I'm in my 30s, and I'm looking back, and I'm just like, yeah, like everything that I desired back then, like it's just not the same. Like, even when I look at my vision board for it, I have like, a day where, it had the streamers and the wine and all of that. But it's like, no, if I was to picture, like things now, it's like, I don't want to be around a whole lot of people. I was always like around a whole lot of people during New Year's Eve. Like, oh my God, like it was just always a lot going on. Going to different parties, downtown and everything, or out on some boat or what have you. And it's just like this, me, like, right. And in this day and age, it's like, first of all, I don't even care if it's New Year's Eve, right? Like, I used to actually care for this specific day. But it's like now, it's like I'm looking for peace. I want some serene spaces. I want rest. I want to be able to get up the next day and be like, okay, I'm going to take, me a nice swim, what have you, soak in the bath for a little while. Yes, I want breakfast, whatever. I don't have to have breakfast in bed. I'm an outdoors type of person. So it's like, on a balcony or something, outside somewhere. Like, yes, bring my breakfast to me, what have you, like completely different, right? I guess that means like we're getting older, what have you. Like, but that's my idea of what I want. It's like back then it was just like, oh yes, where the party at? Like, like let's go here. Oh, I'm gonna get dressed, woo out the bam. And it's like, I don't mind getting dressed, having a nice dinner or a nice breakfast or a nice brunch. I don't mind any of that. Don't mind my wine, like any of, all the things. But I want serene spaces. I want like peace. I want some for real rest. Like that's what I'm, looking for now that I'm, in my 30s and stuff like that. And then you think to yourself too, like every day is new. Right? So it's almost like we sitting here waiting on the new year to come, or New Year's Eve, so it can be like, oh yes, and it's finally over, type of thing. Oh, it's a new beginning. And it's like, man, God blesses us with a new beginning every day. right? We don't stop and think about these things, but it's like God blesses us with a new beginning every single day. Thank God for that, for real. New grace, new mercy. And so now I was thinking back to myself, like, okay, it's about to be, the end of the year, it's about to be New Year's, and man, I'm not that person. Like I'm not that person anymore, which is like, oh, I cannot wait for New Year's and blah, blah, blah. It's like none of that, I want, which is a blessing. It's a good thing when you're getting older and you're maturing and you realize that, right? And not only that, but me manifesting it and, putting it out there like, that's what I want. I'm like, give me some good food. I would love to have a very spectacular dinner. Bless me with some good wine, Lord. Some good wine. And yeah, let me get lots of rest. Let me, be able to wake up the next day and know I am not, interested whatsoever in being hungover. Like, I don't want to be sleeping in. I want to get up early so I get out here and get my swim on, give me a nice little, soak in a bath and stuff like that. Have me some breakfast made for me too. You all know I love breakfast. So, yeah, it's just one of those things where you kind of stop and you look back and you're like, man, times have changed. Things have changed. I've changed. And that's a blessing to step into the new year with. So, for today's message, right, I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet, for real, because you all know how I can be. But I'm going to try and keep it, right today, because the message that I want to give is something that's going to help us towards the new year, right? As we're closing out the end of the year, it gives us something to kind of think about, something to chew on, and hopefully something that we can apply to our lives, right? So recently I was reading in Ecclesiastics. You all know how I feel about this book. Like, very bittersweet, but I don't know, I'm beginning to really love the mess out of it. I'm really starting to just love it, because it's from not from wisdom, but it's from Solomon, and Solomon asked God for wisdom and stuff like that, and he had lots of it. And so we know wisdom gives you long life. Wisdom helps you in your decision making. Wisdom is one of those things that we do want, and not of this world, but for real from God. And he was kind of putting in there, I'm in Ecclesiastics 8. I'm in 8 today, and he was kind of talking about obeying the Lord, right? Just obeying the Lord. And I want to read this one because I just think it's something to put our lives into perspective for. Since no one knows the future, who can tell someone else what is to come? As no one has power over the wind to contain it, so no one has power over time, the time of their death. As no one is discharged in time of war, so wickedness will not release those who practice it. So, right, that was a mouthful today, but I really wanted to go into it because it's for real, we're not meant to know our future. We're not meant to know what's coming. We're not meant to know when the end is to come, right? At all. Even if we still alive, we don't know when he's coming back, and we also don't know when the end of our lives are coming to an end, right? And for sure, God is always intentional. And so for those reasons, it was making me think we definitely need to be aware of how we're spending our days, right? Especially as we're ending 2025 and stepping into a new year. It's one, be intentional. For real, we need to be intentional. Make every moment count. I think what do they say the phrase is? Seize the day or seize the moment. It's yeah, make sure that you're making every day count. Don't be out here just wasting your days away. Right? Make sure that whatever you're doing it for a reason. Right? If you were to die at this very moment, or if the time was to come, are you going to be ready for that? Right? I think that's something that I've been reflecting on the past few years, and I'm at that place where it's just I don't want to live with any regrets, right? I don't have any. My life is going exactly how it's supposed to go. If it weren't, God would do something different. And so I'm trusting in him completely. I have confidence in him that, everything is falling in line. And as long as I'm doing what he wants me to do, I am completely okay with that, right? Like, I'm completely fine with it. And whenever the time is to come, I do not have any regrets. And I feel like, as long as we are being intentional and we're making each moment count, like, that's where it's at, right? And then the other part that I wanted to put in there was the right was like how we choose for real to go about our lives. I was looking at that the other day with days being shortened or days being lengthened, and he was saying that, right? Like, we don't know when our time is coming, and we don't know like why or any of those things, but he's letting you know all throughout the Bible, like, you do certain things, your day is gonna be shortened. You know, right? Like, you do other things, your day is gonna be lengthened. And I wanted to make sure I put that out there, especially for kids, or like teens and preteens and stuff, and even young adults and adults, right? If you don't know, like, that's real. That commandment that says you honor your mother and your father. Like, do what you're supposed to do. I know, like, I know how society is setting things up, and I know how some people be acting, but I'm telling you the truth, that lengthens your days. Doing what your parents say, like, that actually lengthens your days. And no, just because we get older doesn't excuse that. You get what I'm saying? They're still your parent. And so you honor your mother and your father. Like, it's a reason why God puts all these things in the Bible, and he's letting you know the outcome too. He'll let you, he's not putting things in there for no reason. So if he's for real letting you know this is what's gonna help you. That lengthens your time. You get what I'm saying? If you're doing what you're supposed to do, not just from God, but from your parents. And if you think about it, it's also like a setup, because it's letting you, learn how to do your parents right, so that when you realize he is the ultimate father, like, you're supposed to be doing the same thing for him. And that lengthens your days, right? And of course you don't want to do it just for that reason, but hey, it's an incentive. Like, it's a reward, right? And same thing with, like, you out here, living crazy, living fast, right? Ain't that what they used to say? I don't think they say that no more, but that's how I grew up, and I would hear, like, you out here living fast, you out here doing some stuff, and you right, like, not just fast, like, women dressing some type of way or acting some type of way. You know how that was back in the day. I don't know if kids now hear that, but older people, you know what I'm talking about, where they'll be like, oh, you fast or what have you. It's more than that. Even for men, it's like, you out here living fast, you out here making some decisions that you shouldn't be making, you out here doing some questionable things, you out here doing some stuff that God ain't for. You out here living fast, your day is gonna be shortened. You get what I'm saying? Read all throughout the Bible and go find it. Right? I'm not gonna go into all of it. I'm just saying these are some things to think about as we're ending the year and starting off the new year. Like, it's real. Go look that up, where it talks about shortened days or lengthened days. Like, and look at what he's telling you do, and that's what you gonna get. Like, right? It's real. It's real. There are consequences for things that we do, things that we say, and basically how we choose to live our lives. There are consequences. And so while we may not know the future and we don't know, what's to come, that don't mean things ain't still happening behind the scenes, right? And it's funny, because that's what a lot of people would say for me over the years. They would do all these, like, countdowns and, oh, this day for this and this for that. And it's telling you scripture wise. That's why it would always tickle me on the inside. Like, it's telling you in Ecclesiastes 8, that who gonna tell somebody else what their future gonna be? Like, they don't know. Who gonna tell somebody? Like, you don't even know your own life. What do you say? We worried about what's gonna happen next year. Oh, I'm gonna move here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make money there. And it's just like, you don't even know what your life gonna be tomorrow, let alone you talking about some stuff years ahead or months ahead, right? And so it's one of those things where I'm encouraging us to, for real, be intentional. And not only that, but be mindful of, like, what you're doing and how you live in your life, especially as we end 2025. And then the part that talks about wickedness, those who practice wickedness will not be released. Where I'm at? As no one is discharged in time of war, so wickedness will not release those who practice it. Oh my goodness. Trying to figure it out. This one is real. Like, especially with the video that I did, last night, talking about, sometimes people do pranks, sometimes, and not those silly, fun type of pranks, but I mean, sometimes for real, people out here scheming and plotting and planning and, doing some harmful things to people. And it's just like, man, you better know. Like, I'm serious. I'm gonna do two parts for this. You better know that if you out here practicing wickedness, first of all, like I said before, like, he tells you different things that get your days shortened. So be aware of that. While it's fun, or you want to be in, or you trying to do what everybody else is doing, like, you better make sure you know what that's all about. Remember, think for yourself, right? But he's saying it ain't even gonna release you. After a while, like, you keep on doing it. What I say before, we all imperfect. Things happen. Like, we do some stuff sometimes, but it shouldn't be no continuous cycle of that. You get what I'm saying? You shouldn't just keep on doing it. And if you read the Bible for real, it's telling you, like, the more that you keep on doing that stuff, like, yeah, pretty much no one who's of God keeps continuing on in sin. Like, you don't just keep on doing the same stuff and then think, like, it's okay. Like, that's not what it is. But at the same time, right? Don't be like held in bondage with that. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes people do stuff for so long, then all of a sudden, like, you caught up in the mix, like you trapped in that. And so when it's saying, like, then that wickedness, it ain't gonna release you, like, be careful. Right? That's all I can say. Tread lightly and be careful, because we do have consequences for the way that we live, and it is beyond this world. Right? Again, just like I said in the last few videos, it's like, yeah, who even cares about what people can do to you here? Okay, right? People out here making decisions, and you worried about an authority or authoritative figure telling you something. It's like, you need to be worried about what's going to happen after your body. Like, that's what you should be concerned about. So as we're stepping into the new year, right? Like, although every day is new, right? Every day is new. Every day is new mercy, is new grace. It's up to us how we choose to live each day, right? Just because we've been through things or we've made some decisions or what have you, that don't mean that it has to stay that way. And if you look it up, it's somewhere in the Bible. I don't know if it's Ezekiel or what, so go look that up. It talks about how you could be doing all types of wicked stuff for years, and then decide that you're going to be righteous and that you're going to do the right thing. And God will forget all that. He'll forget all that wickedness if you turned your life around, or you repented and you come to him and you making a change. He's gonna forget all that. But it's also vice versa. You could be doing all the righteous stuff in the world, before, and then now to say you want to be wicked, and just keep on doing all this wicked stuff, what have you. And it's like all that righteousness he'll forget, and now he remembering where you are right now. And so for that being said, I'm putting it out there for real as we're getting ready to end this year, and everyone society wants to label it as this new beginning, right? Like this fresh start, this ending of one thing and starting something new, right? Ending the calendar year and starting a new calendar year. It's like the same thing with our lives, right? It can also be something new for you to step into for all of us, where it's like certain things, no, like I said before, don't bring any of that. Like, don't bring any of it into this new year. Like, I'm for real. Like, it's up to you. But if you for real living intentionally, hopefully it's something that we all are reflecting on and thinking about as far as what are we trying to step into this new year. Because don't expect to step into new things if you still doing old stuff. Right? Like, that's why I had to throw it in there real quick. It's like, I know I got engaged on New Year's Eve, but I don't be remembering that, what have you, because that's the past. And I'm trying to step into the future. Like, I'm trying to step into the new. So whatever it is that you're intentionally trying to do for this year, or whatever it is that you're trying to call into your life, or whatever it is you're working towards, like, do that. Be intentional as you're doing it, and know, right? Like, you can't be expecting new things doing the same stuff. Right? Like, don't be, it ain't rocket science. Like, don't be sitting up here expecting something different and you doing the exact same stuff that you were doing years ago or this year or months ago. It's like we have to be intentional with how we choose to live our lives, but know that you ain't never stuck, right? Like, even if, you made some questionable decisions and stuff like that or whatever, or you feel like you lived in wickedness or whatever the case may be, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I told you I keep it real. Like, we not gonna be sugaring lollipops and stuff all the time. This is real life. And although some people might not say this to other people, it's always, oh, the new year and it's gonna be great and we're gonna get all the good things and blah, blah. It's like, yeah, and the things that go behind that, you can't be doing the same stuff expecting something different. Like, that's just insanity. Like, no. And so if we for real are expecting blessings, we're expecting favor, we're expecting, to step into some good things or what have you, yeah, our faith and our deeds have to follow that too. And of course, God is good. Ain't no, effort or any of that, nor do we deserve it. Like, he do what he want to do. But I'm just saying, like, the ultimate thing is we want to make sure that we're delighting in him as much as he's delighting in us, right? And so how we choose to live our lives, the decisions that we want to make, right? All of that intentional, right? And if he's telling you too that you don't know what the future holds, you don't know when your end is to come, you don't know what is approaching, how are you going to tell that to somebody else? You get what I'm saying? So don't be concerned about that. Be concerned with getting close to God. Be concerned with, the things above, right? Like storing up your treasures in heaven and for real making sure that you're working out your salvation and all that good stuff. Know that you never just stuck in anything that's already happened. It's never too late to come to him. It's never too late to turn your life around. It's never too late to do something different. Like, ever. But I'm for real encouraging people because some people don't believe that, but it's like, yeah, go read that Bible. Days can be shortened and days can be lifting, right? It ain't no little Monopoly game or what have you, but it's just, it is what it is. If he puts it in the word, it's real. And we do see that. You out here living fast, you out here doing some questionable stuff. Sometimes your life get ended real young. Right? Like, and same thing, and not all the time. I'm just, putting it out there. And same thing with lengthening your life. Like, don't be expecting to do all this wicked stuff and then, great things are coming to you. Because if you keep reading in Ecclesiastic 8, where is it? It says, although a wicked person who commits 100 crimes may live a long time, I know it will go better with those who fear God, who are reverent before him. Yet because the wicked do not fear God, it will not go well with them, and their days will not lengthen like a shadow. Right? And so it's those types of things where it's like, I ain't no psychic or nothing, so I don't know nobody life or my own. Right? Like, but it's like for us, we for real need to be trying to get in alignment with him and get close to him so that we can make sure that whenever that time is to come, right? Because we don't need to be in fear of anything, including that. Right? Like, we don't need to be in fear of that. But it's like whenever that time is to come, we want it to be where it's like there are no regrets. There is nothing that I still need to go back and do. There is nothing that, I left unfinished or that I could have done better, what have you, because each day I was living intentionally. Each day I was showing up and I knew, what I was doing it for. Each day I did my best to try, and obey you. That part, right? And how many of us can say that? Right? Like, I'm serious. These are the things to think about. So before we're closing out the end of the year, right? Like I said before, like I used to be all like, oh yes, New Year's come. Do I going to get my nails done, my hair done, make sure I have my dress. I already had my dress like a whole month before. Like, have my tickets to wherever I was going and talking to everybody, trying to figure out who and what was going on and stuff. And it's just like, look, gotta go back, take it back some years to where my mom was like, slow down. Just like, slow down now. Whoa there. Like, yeah, for real. Slow down and kind of smell the flowers. Like, because we don't know when our end is to come. right? As much as we're focused on this new beginning that's approaching, right? That happens every single day. But specifically now it's this new calendar year. It's like, man, slow down though, and be thinking about the things that really matter. Like if your time was to come, are you living in regret? Is there something that you still need to do? Is there things that you're putting on the back burner like, oh yeah, I need to be working on it. I need, what have you? Like, I'm for real. Like, know that our days are not promised. That's real. Our days are not promised. So if that's you, which is most likely it's all of us. Right? Like, most likely it's all of us, where it's just like it's always something to work on, always something that we could do to be closer to him and to know, like where we are spiritually in our connection with him. Be thinking about that as we're closing up the end of the year and getting ready to start a new year, right? New days come and they go, but your relationship with him and, just your connection with him and all that ain't going nowhere, right? So keep that in mind as we're ending out the year. I hope everyone is safe out here, wherever you are. I know it's kind of cool in different places, so bundle up. And for the other places, be out here sharing all the love and light, right? Sharing all the love and light that you can and lifting him up in all his glory and his splendor, because he's more than worthy. And remember what I said as far as the parts in the Bible, for real. Go look those up with the shortened life and the lengthened life, and finding out like what he's telling us to do, right? As much as we put all this attention and stuff and all this laws and human-made traditions and rules for this and that, and oh, did you see them? They jaywalking, like all that type of stuff. As much energy and effort as we put in all that, make sure that you figuring out what's in his word. Make sure you figuring out what he's telling you we should be doing, and if that's happening, right? And then also, I am in Ecclesiastics 8. I say, yeah, the whole 8 is good. I'm in there. Kind of sit and meditate on that and reflect on that and tell me what you think. Or, hopefully it's a good conversation starter or something to kind of chat about and pick people's minds about and their brains and see, like, where you at with this? Like, for real, where you at? Especially as we get ready to close up the year and start up a new year. Be intentional with what you're doing and what you getting ready to step into. So, yeah, hopefully it was helpful and encouraging, something to kind of make you think. And yeah, I see the sun is coming out, so yes, thank you, Jesus, because it's freezing outside. It's freezing. So yeah, I guess I shall talk to you all at another time. Bye.